Edward Woodward, Denham Elliott and a heavyweight cast bring you Codename Kyril. TVTimes this week previews this tense Cold War drama and profiles two of Britain's greatest contemporary actors. There are more than 200 hours of television on ITV and Channel 4, and you could win a trip to the Bahamas in TVTimes this week. TVTimes.
I'd just like to take this opportunity to say hello to one of our loyal Through the Night viewers, Edward Perfect, who's written me a lovely letter. Thank you very much, Edward, and hello to you. Now then, coming up just after 4 o'clock, comedy in my favourite series with those New York cabbies in Taxi. And Alex, I believe, is in love. Then at 4:30, that's Hollywood. But right now, with the time just after 4 o'clock, 3 minutes past 4, we join Zainab Badawi at ITN for the latest headlines.
The TUC's inner cabinet has voted to allow the engineers to go ahead with a single union deal with Ford at their planned new Scottish electronics plant. The vote came at the end of 13 hours of talks at Transport House. The engineers' leader, Mr Gavin Laird, said he was delighted with the decision, but it may still be too late to save the 1,500 new jobs from the Dundee plant, which Ford's American management have said is now dead. The TUC General Secretary, Mr Norman Willis, said he hoped the company would change their minds.
Whatever Ford's kept on saying, we were going to keep on going. And it's now for Ford's to respond to a decision that I know they recognise was difficult, and I think they thought it was unlikely. Now we have to build on that, and they have to build on it as well.
The ferry firm P&O and the Seamen's Union today go back to ACAS to try to settle a dispute which may lead to a national seamen's strike. P&O says it will take court action to try to block a ballot by the union on a national stoppage, which could cause chaos to Easter sailings. The union says the strike would be to protect jobs and conditions. It follows a 7-week dispute over job cuts by P&O at Dover.
The National Union of Seamen Executive Council has no option other than to ballot all members on whatever industrial action it considers necessary to defend our objects.
Panamanians have been told that their military leader, General Noriega, has offered to resign as Chief of the Armed Forces before next year's presidential election. But the offer depends on his opponents agreeing to have talks with his leaders. Mr Bruce Gingell, boss of the breakfast television company TVAM, is recovering in hospital after a heart attack. The company blames overwork. Since the technicians' dispute started at TVAM last November, Mr Gingell has produced and directed the morning show, as well as being managing director. A spokesman said he started work at 4 a.m. 7 days a week. And that's it for now. Join us at 5 a.m. for the morning news. See you then.
In half an hour, That's Hollywood takes a look at the success of the Sherlock Holmes movies. But first, Alex gets himself in a bit of a lather when he meets the star of a soap opera in Taxi.